Hello, everybody. Welcome to some quarantine zone. Hopefully, this works. I recorded a very small amount in between, and it seemed to work. The audio seemed to be good, so hopefully, it'll work. Alright, so as you can see, played campaign, day 27. All good, endless mode, day 36. And then you would have seen that I just deleted there another campaign mode where I failed horribly because I was trying to, because that's how you get the one ending. But anyway, we're going to go through the campaign because I like this game. Love this game and I want to play it more. So I already played it 3 times. So let's go for number 4, shall we? Because, why not? Oh.
Ah, finally awake, Commander. Thought you were dreaming of a vacation on some sunny beach. Not the best fantasy these days, huh? Anyway, welcome back to reality. We're almost there. Checkpoint Alpha. They've been holding out, but they need reinforcements. That means us. Alright, get ready. You're dropping in 20. And Commander, watch your step out there. It's not just the dead you gotta worry about.
I'm not sure why they have us like dropping in using a line because there is a helipad. Anyway, a lot of the stuff is going to be, because I'm playing using a controller. I'm obviously on my PC because this isn't available on Xbox, but I am playing using my Xbox controller.
Sleep well, Grunt? It's your first day, so I'll go easy on you. Our job's to make damn sure the plague doesn't crawl into the camp. Get yourself to the checkpoint. We'll start with the basics.
Alright, well, here's the thing though, right? I know some stuff, right? Because obviously I played this quite a bit, ran around, looked through everything. So yeah, this here is our command center. Obviously got our room, got a bed, computer we do some stuff with, not right now. I have this area here, which holds our collectibles. I was going to go through endless mode until I got all the collectibles, but I made it to day 36 and had, I will actually want to say, fewer collectibles than I got during campaign mode. So, yeah. Because, like, we obviously have all of these, but that's not where all of the collectibles go. Some of them do show up, like, on the tables and that, and you'll see that, actually, in a couple minutes, because I know where they all are. Well, not all of them, because a lot of them are just random. That area will open up later, but that's fine. There's not any collectibles over there. But if you jump up here and onto this truck, you have a golden truck there, and you get money every time you find one of these. But yeah, there's none in the command room. But then if you come over here and go up here, there's a cart. Oops. On the helipad. And then also in this area, just over here, is a crowbar. Boom. Another one. And then if we go out here, which I didn't even know you could do when I first started this game. Is it on, I think, this one? No. It's on that one. And up here, we get a little statue of a soldier. Another 500 bucks. I think, because there's none over there. Got the one on the truck, which I didn't find for quite a while. I don't actually remember what I was doing. I was up on the helipad and I happened to look over and spot it. But yeah, that's the garage and storage. We don't really do anything in that area. And then this is the survivor block, and there's no collectibles out this way either, probably because that area does change slightly as you progress. Go in here, and we have quarantine over here. They'll show us how to use it, and our tent is here.
Identification verified. Quarantine status stable. No
and the reason
incidents
why I
reported.
say that is because this tent disappears sometimes when they update the game. And the thing is, right, is like the tent doesn't go invisible. what happens is, for some reason, the tent, not any of like the anything inside of it, but just the tent part of it gets buried over here, and it's very weird. But anyway, that's Quarantine. We'll see a lot of that during this playthrough. Go over here, we have this area here. Now this area here is weird. Like, this is where you send people for liquidation. They walk in here, they die, their body gets put there, right? All makes sense, perfectly fine. But then they also have this building. And I have no idea what that building is for. At all. Like, you never see anybody use it. And then you also have these here, and if we go up here, actually, we can see the people lined up and waiting to come in. But yeah, since we're doing this on campaign mode and not endless mode, it starts off real easy.
He
Hey,
actually
Georgie.
showed up. You guys owe me $10. Nothing personal. It's just, we're stuck in Groundhog Day out here. Just trying to, you know, not go crazy. Okay, so it's simple, really. Just shout, "Next," and the guys will let the survivor in.
Move it.
Alright.
First, do a simple inspection. Take the flashlight from the table.
So this is really weird because, like, they make you turn on the flashlight, right? Well, they make you take the flashlight. The flashlight does help. But, like, they have this bar lined up. And as you see, if you don't have the
Take your
flashlight
time.
on, it doesn't fully
Match
charge.
what you see against the symptom
But
chart.
it doesn't...
You
The-
are in a
That's
devil's
not
in
something
the
that happens
details.
every time.
Stay
Like, that's the
calm
only
and
time
wait
you
for
see
your
that.
turn.
Identify the
Anyway,
particular
down,
ailment and click
symptom chart.
symptom locked.
Glasses
If
and
you
gloves.
mark most symptoms correctly, you'll get a
Prepare
reward.
your belongings for inspection.
Alright, so yes,
Once you've recorded the
conjunctivitis.
symptoms, it's time to decide their fate. Let's switch to the distribution tab.
And unfortunately, this is, like, fully
Still not sure? No worries.
under their
Just
control.
send them
Like,
into
I have
quarantine.
no control
Let
right
them
now.
sit for a few days, and the
Like,
virus
if I
will
wanted
reveal
to send
itself.
him somewhere,
Like a friend of mine
I
used
couldn't.
to say. Can't piss in the gas tank. I'm not sure what he meant exactly, but your choice may have consequences for the whole camp.
Yeah, so that's if you
If
let
the
an
wrong
infected
one in,
survivor through,
Pretty face,
they'll
fleeting eyes,
turn
they'll come
into
back
a
to bite
zombie
more
and
than
attack
just you in the
people.
ass.
Yeah, so the checkpoint in multiple zones, each has its own function. We don't have, like, it shows the lab there, but that area isn't unlocked yet. It's also weird because it shows it, like, really, like, where it is on there isn't where it is. Like, it should be closer to where Quarantine is, because, like, where it shows it connected is closer to where our room is, which is weird. But yeah, the lab we'll learn about later. The survivor block is obviously where you send uninfected people. Quarantine is where you send people who may be infected, and liquidation is where you send people who definitely are infected.
This has to be a mistake.
Now, see, as it says there, competent inspection, that means that you got 50%
Identification verified.
of the
Quarantine
symptoms.
status stable.
But like I
No
said,
incidents reported.
I don't have any control at this point.
Next.
This is all them just like leading us through how it works.
I already went through quarantine once.
So yeah,
I passed.
just take a look. We can crouch to get better angles. Look, and it doesn't look like she has any symptoms whatsoever. Which means,
In 4 days, we will be evacuating the survivors block. The top brass will be very upset with us if we don't move a adequate number of healthy people. Carefully examine the survivors in the line and send the uninfected onto the block.
yeah, so this woman obviously guaranteed to not be infected. So she gets
Thank
sent
you.
through excellent inspection because there was
Please.
nothing wrong with her.
Stay safe yourself.
It is kind of weird that they're like, hey, we need this amount of people to be evacuated every 5 days or whatever it is between them. But at least I think for campaign it's every 5 days or so. Because I think in endless mode it's more randomized, which is why my I did 5 evacuations
You are
in
in a quarantine
both
zone.
modes, but
Stay
my
calm and wait for your
endless
turn.
mode is like 30 some
Remove
days,
your
whereas
outer
this one
clothing,
is 27.
hats,
So
glasses, and gloves.
anyway, So this guy has
Prepare
freckles.
your belongings for inspection.
It's really weird. Like, they have freckles as a symptom of him being sick, which obviously freckles doesn't indicate you're sick at all. So it's really weird that they did that. But then they also have people with vitiligo, which is where you have like the patches of different colored skin, and that isn't marked on the symptom list. And it's really weird to me that they're like, oh, and he's got bruises, but bruises are also fine. So it's really weird to me that they're like, oh, this skin condition, I guess you want to call it, freckles, that is a marker, but this other skin condition isn't, and it's just kind of weird.
I wonder if I'll know anybody.
But yeah, excellent inspection actually doesn't necessarily mean that you got everything. Excellent inspection just means that you got, I think, 75%
out there.
correct.
Look, no bites.
Yeah? Are you sure about that? I have a hard time with some people's eyes. I think they're fine, though. Yeah, they look fine. Oh, he does have freckles, though. Oops. Oh, yeah, and also you can zoom in to get a better look as well. Okay. Oh. Oh, bite! We have a bite! Bam. That means, unfortunately for you, my man, you go to liquidation.
Don't say anything.
And the
Just
research
follow the
points are used to unlock upgrades. But yeah, so if we can actually follow him. So he goes in there. Bam. And it's kind of weird because like his body is still there, but also that's him. Like it's like they shoot somebody and then just throw out a different person's body. But yeah, that's for these upgrades. And upgrading the base. The first two upgrades, like this one here, we don't even have this thing yet. So we'll probably get 50, but we're not going to spend them. But like the two upgrades, the first one's a color indicator and the sound cues are absolutely worthless. Like, just don't bother. Like, there is no reason to get those ever.
I'll do anything. Just
Man, I wonder if she's infected with red eyes and a fucking bite mark straight on her forehead. It's still good to check them out more. Even if you know they're infected. Like, if they walk in and they're like, bam, automatically infected. Oh, and actually, I think that's cuts too. Skin cuts around her forehead. Man, she just got the shit kicked out of her. And that's because obviously the more things, like as long as you mark everything, you still get excellent
Not that
inspection.
hard, right? Also, can you try to avoid excessive executions, please? We'd like to keep our jobs.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really up to me. I mean, that's just basically telling you, hey, don't just start killing everybody who might be infected just in case. You know? But yeah, now if we go in here, we can see we got the truck there, the little soldier man there, the crowbar went up there, and the cart is there. But yeah, we already have $4,600, which is nice. And also we get a little kitty cat, which was an update that they made at some point. They added a cat, and when we get the other tools, they actually bothered to like look up the stats for a cat and give it like the appropriate like temperature, heart rate, and stuff like that. So this one here, government support, $1,000, as you can see. That's it. They just give you $1,000. Every survivor that you put into the block, you get $400. Every infected that you eliminate, you get $400. If you put somebody into quarantine, you'll get research points, but no money until you do one of the other two things. Maintenance, always 500. But then, like, if you confiscate something you shouldn't have, you'll lose money. If you if you kill a survivor, like send a survivor to liquidation, that'll get there. If you send a zombie to the block and they die, it'll also get deducted there. I think if you send a zombie to the block or an infected person to the block, they turn into a zombie and kill somebody, I think you lose less money than if you just killed the survivor. But I don't know. It's not really something I do, so.
Wake up, soldier. March yourself to quarantine and check the survivor before he drops.
Alright. So yeah, now this is showing us, you know, we sent somebody to quarantine, so now we gotta bring them out. The virus can look and behave differently for different people. Send survivors to quarantine to monitor their symptoms. Inspect the quarantine survivors every day. If symptoms disappear, the survivor is healthy. Infected ones become zombies. So if they turn...
All rosy cheeks. On government rations, no less.
So,
What's your call, soldier? Infected or not?
if they turn into a zombie, they'll be in there and you just
Inspect again,
hit
then
that.
pick an assignment.
And it'll just fry everything in there. If you have multiple people that you know are infected, you can make things quicker and just bam, kill them all. Alright, so the only thing we technically had on this guy was conjunctivitis. Obviously, he still has bruising, but bruising is fine. Conjunctivitis isn't. But the fact that a symptom disappeared means that he's healthy. Like, if you put somebody into quarantine with like a bunch of different symptoms, if you come back the next day and even one of them is gone, that means they're healthy because they're recovering.
Looks
So
safe to me. Send them to the living block. Word to the wise, rookie. If you catch anyone,
I won't forget this
now
kindness.
get over to Georgie. He's got a little toy for you.
now I think this is the
infected
Oh, no, we
typically
actually
exhibit
get temperature one.
elevated pulse rates, with body temperature rising significantly above normal levels. This device will help you detect infection when there aren't enough visible symptoms. Give it a try.
Alright, so not infected and infected. Alright, so yeah, pulse and temperature indicators. If they come in sneezing, that means... I think sneezing means that their temperature is going to be elevated, and hiccuping means that their pulse is going to be
Prepare your belongings for inspection.
Let's just get
increased.
this
And as you can
over
see,
with.
37 to 41 is possible infection. Excuse me. Above 41 is infected, 120 to 180 is possible, and 180 plus is infected. So yeah, as you can see, she doesn't have any symptoms visible. But yeah, like, since this is just straight numbers, this is why I say that those other upgrades are completely pointless. Because, like, look, 130 and 41. Alright, done. 41, 130. Sorry, lady, you're being liquefied.
In time,
tired
you'll
of
get more
this.
tools to help you spot the symptoms. The disease evolves, but so do we.
But yeah, like I
Thank
said,
you
it's
for at
completely
least not
worthless
yelling
to
at
get
me.
the upgrades for this thing because it's just, it's such like an easy tool. Okay, we got Freckles. Freckles will catch you out a lot of the time because, like, as you can see, like, they blend in fairly well on some of the character models. But since it's like it's a symptom that doesn't even mean they're infected, it doesn't really matter. See, 36 and 100. All right, you are clear to go, ma'am.
What's the point?
Competent inspection. What did I miss on you? $99 is fine. 36 is fine. Also, for the temperature, like, it says 36 point whatever. If it goes to point, then that's their temperature. I mean, it's possible that maybe that wasn't Freckles, but I can't do anything with her if I catch something now. But oh, I see, she had bruising on her hand. Well, that's fine. The palms of the hands will get you, and the feet will get you as well. Alright, your eyes are fine. No freckles. Arms are clear. You have hiccups though, so your pulse is going to be elevated. Nothing on your legs. Oh, and you're sneezing, so your temp is going to be up as well. And nothing on the hands. Alright. So yeah, like see it goes 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 40 points, so it's never going to go. So 40 it is. So 120 and 40.
Prepare your belongings
So
for
that means you go to
inspection.
quarantine, ma'am.
This
Olivia.
has to be a mistake.
me wait. Yes, sir.
Also, this guy here is a prick. He is like such an asshole. Because he shoves the crap out of you. Alright, anyway. Freckles. Whoops. I don't know why I think Freckles is at the top. It's never the case. It's never been the case. I don't think Freckles have ever been up there. Got a bite mark. So now this guy, as you can tell, isn't sneezing or coughing. So like he probably doesn't have any temperature or pulse things. But I still like to check because, well, for one, it takes no time at all to check. And like I said, it's
Okay,
still nice to
I
get
guess.
like the excellent inspection since it's only 9 points per. Oh yeah, and then this is one of the fucking survivors that these are like cameo survivors. They have people from other video games. This is Crazy Dave from Plants vs. Zombies. And then they also have like streamers. I fucking hate these things. Like they're supposed to put in an option at some point to disable them. Temperature unit, Twitch features. Yeah. But unfortunately, they have not implemented it yet. But whenever you get a survivor like this as well, they always have the exact same symptoms every time. And I'm pretty sure Crazy Dave is just like a perfectly clear one. I don't think he ever has anything wrong with him. As you saw, though, he was wearing a pod on his head. That's because Crazy Dave wears a pod on his head. But, once chased a perfect taco across different timelines, still describes that day with tears in his eyes. Crazy Dave. But like I said, whenever you get like one of the cameo people, they will always have the exact same symptoms.
Did you hear that? Someone's watching us, I know it.
Freckles. And I do believe that skin cuts on your forehead. You also kind of look like you have pale skin, but I don't have that symptom in my chart yet, so I can't mark it off. And I don't have the lab yet to unlock that symptom, but that's not one that we unlock anyway. But yeah, he's definitely got pale skin. Ooh, 190. Ooh, ouch. So yeah, the like I said, the temperature will go up by a degree until it reaches whatever temperature it's going to be at, and then it'll go point something and like adjust slightly. The pulse is automatic, like as soon as you target them with it.
You are in a quarantine zone.
It'll automatically
Stay calm
just
and wait
pop
for
up
your
to
turn.
whatever it
Looks
is
secure.
that they
Clothing.
Is it safe?
whatever their pulse
And
is.
gloves.
That one isn't one that really varies at
Prepare
all,
your belongings for inspection.
or varies very much. Like you'll never get a person's temperature go above 41 and then drop below it. And then same with pulse. You'll never have a pulse that's above 120 and then lowers below it and goes up, down, up, and down. Like you'll never have anything cross a threshold or be at a threshold and go back and forth across it. It will always be fairly obvious, which, like I said, is why those upgrades I find completely worthless. Like there's no point.
External infected rushing the perimeter. Prevent breach.
Oh yeah, and then there's this, which
Exter-
I don't really care for, and based on the subreddit, quite a few people don't care for. So this is drone defense, and it's literally just shoot the zombies that are coming towards you. You get upgrades that make this like super fucking easy, and then it's just kind of pointless that it's a thing. You get this gun. I'm not very good at it, by the way. And then it reloads, but you can also switch guns. So like this is like a gun does like a little bit of AoE damage, but obviously you have less shots of it. That's a big gun that does big AoE damage. You also have the barrels that you can shoot. Like the gun with the big AoE damage obviously reloads after every shot. The other gun with the little AoE damage, which in my opinion is the best gun. Has 14 shots. This gun obviously is 200, but yeah, I just basically just switch between them as I run out of bullets. I mean, I don't actually use that first gun. Oh yeah, and you can reload whenever you want as well. The first gun kind of sucks. Because like as soon as you start getting these big guys in, it just does so little damage. And yeah, if they get to the fence, they'll start doing damage, obviously. But yeah, this gun is just like so good because it takes out the big guys. Because like as you see, this one here takes a while to actually get through them. Oh, he's still there. That was the first wave, or the first time it happened. So that'll generally happen. It happens there, and then it generally happens like once after every evacuation.
Hell of a night. Even made me hungry. Remember, the better a man eats, the longer he can fight. As for civilians, they don't last long without food either. Make sure everyone gets fed.
Alright. So yeah. Then now we have access to this. So checkpoint management. Yeah. Basically, you need to provide everybody with food and water.
Everything has its price. Don't spread things too thin.
Don't worry about it. I got all the collectibles, so I'm good. Go. And once again, at this point, we don't have any options. I think we can max it out in a second. So yeah, medkit. So like the survivors that have an illness, including Freckles, I think, when they get sent here, they'll use a medkit, and that'll cure them. So like as you can see, we need 3 medkits because we have 3 survivors that are sick but not infected. These aren't bad. Like see 960, and I can get all 15. But that's generally not something you need to worry about all that much. The food also isn't that bad because if we go over here to provisions, we'll see food in canteen, food needed for today. The other thing you have to watch out for, those seats in canteen, because you have 12 seats in the canteen, which means throughout the entire day, 12 people will sit in there and eat. And if you have more than 12 people, they have to starve to death in a single day. It's fucking ridiculous. And I don't like that part of it. And then we have power. Generator power is 14, fuel and generator 14, fuel needed for today 8. And then survivors, healthy, sick, and beds. Number of beds, so yeah. Because I got all of the collectibles that are around the base, I can max out my canteen. I can max out my med kits. And then if we go over here with upgrades, our zone isn't upgraded yet, so we can't actually do any of them. So we'll go over those when we get to them. But one upgrade I think I can get is here. No, well I could. It's 4,000 though, so I can't afford it. I also could max out my generator fuel, but you don't want to do that in the campaign mode immediately because I think tomorrow it'll automatically drain all of our fuel to show us what happens when that happens. So it's just straight up a waste of money. Alright, so if we go here, she had elevated temperature and pulse. And she also now has conjunctivitis along with that. So because of that, like now she also has conjunctivitis. She still has elevated temp. She still has elevated pulse, which means she is a zombie because she gained a
Is
symptom.
this another checkpoint?
Yeah, basically if they don't lose a symptom, which is why if you send one in there and you only get competent inspection, it's actually kind of shitty. Because then the next day you don't know if they actually didn't lose a symptom. So like what I do if I get competent inspection when I send them in there is I then automatically go, because you don't have to wait until the next day. Like you can send someone to quarantine and immediately pull them out to check them again. So like if I send someone to quarantine and I get competent inspection, I will follow them in there and immediately pull them out and look more so that I know what symptoms I'm looking for. Okay, so she has yellow eyes. Oops. Bam. And hiccups. Okay. Nothing on the palms of the hands. Alright. Alright, and a little bit of an elevated pulse. So, you go to quarantine, ma'am.
I'll do anything. Just test me again.
Don't bother checking. There's nothing valuable left.
Yeah, that's not really... So that's kind of a line, because like later we do have to like start checking bags in that. And that's kind of a line that... And a bite mark. Red eyes and a bite mark. Lord. He's sneezing and hiccuping. Let's see, can we get all four maxed out symptoms? No, 140. Oh, do we got 3 though? No, not quite. And yeah, that's it for you. So quite literally, that's it.
You live.
I don't think. How much do we need? 300. See, you have yellow eyes. Infected eliminated. Aha. And we have some bruising. We do get some, obviously, like a lot more symptoms later. And some of them are kind of a pain in the ass to distinguish from each other. Alright, well, you only have bruising and yellow eyes, so you can go through.
I promise.
They'll get you fixed up in there. The weird thing is like the
Sorry,
medical
I'm
tent
slow.
that we have in the
It's hard to
survivor
think
block,
straight.
once it's fully upgraded, you actually have a medic in there, but until then, there isn't one, which is weird.
Remove your outer clothing, hats, glasses, and gloves.
Because it's like, it's just like a tent full of medicine that the people go in and take whatever they want themselves. Okay, nothing on her hands or anything, but she is hiccuping and sneezing. Alright. Alright, but you have red eyes, so.
At least
Goodbye.
it's not a death sentence.
Yeah, at least it's
Right?
not. Yellow eyes
Please.
as well.
If you find something,
Oh, oops.
lie.
Eliminated. Oops. Okay, that's skin. I don't like the skin cuts that they have in here because it's like a lot of like white scratches and it makes it look like they're old cuts, you know, like they're like it's scar tissue and not actual cuts, like not new cuts. And I don't know why they chose to do it that way. Like there is obviously some red in there, but it still mostly looks like healed, like mostly healed cuts, which is weird. Okay, and your temperature in that is fine, so you go to quarantine for the day.
I feel fine.
Make me wait.
Please, don't do this.
I mean, look, you're just going to quarantine. You're probably going to be fine tomorrow. I don't fucking know that, but you know. Okay, we got yellow eyes and freckles on you. Got some dirt. We do get a thing that lets you see through dirt. It's nice to have. It's not incredibly useful because the dirt generally won't cover up anything, but it's still nice to have. And as expected, your temp's fine. Alright, sir. Your yellow eyes and freckles can
Come on.
go through.
I didn't do anything
Let's
wrong,
see.
I swear.
Hello, Riley. How are you today? Good to see that you made it out of the city into the checkpoint. Just get you checked over here. Before letting you in, gotta make sure. And 38, 39, 4, oh, that's a shame. Oh, wow. All the way up to 43. 43 is max, by the way. This thermometer literally does not go past that. Which is weird, actually, because, like, this in here says 41 to 45, but I've never seen the, Alright, Riley, just follow this man that way.
Just follow the guards.
You are in
Right,
a
he'll make
quarantine
sure that
zone.
you get
Stay calm and wait for your
what you
turn.
need.
Remove your outer clothing.
Alright. So, yeah. Like I said, obviously this game gets harder as you go. And yeah. So purchases obviously are just whatever we bought the day before, which was like the food and the medicine. Government support goes down. Eliminated 4 infected. Only 2 survivors made it through. Fuck. I mean, like I said, that's not really anything we have much control
Damn it.
over.
Generator's dead. Told you to keep those fuel barrels sealed. They got damp. Refill the tanks and bring the power back online.
Yeah. So this is something that is kind of annoying because at no point will you ever see me deal with this again. Because fuel is super cheap.
Let there be light and throw the switch. Get a move on.
So I'll always just keep it max. Like at the end of every day, I'll go in here and I'll max out everything that I can.
Fine work,
So
soldier.
like
You've
this
mastered the lever.
refueling
Now
is
let's see if you
never
can handle
anything that
something
I ever
tougher.
actually do.
You always have people coming to the checkpoint. That means more bodies and more pressure. Don't let any straw break the camel's back. Time to upgrade our base. First, upgrade the base to level 2.
Alright. So yeah, that shows you what upgrades become available.
Easy as pie, but not so fast. Now we need to deal with the generator.
Alright.
Select the generator.
Upgrade.
Give it some muscle.
And then there we go.
Don't get cocky, soldier. Everything in this camp requires power. More buildings and bigger facilities.
So yeah,
more
now the
power.
generator has
Nothing
20
is free
power
here.
in it. But yeah, like I said, and then also because we upgraded it, we can hold more. And like I said, it's super fucking cheap. So I will always try and like keep that upgraded. The clinic stuff also pretty cheap. It's like I said, it's less necessary because that one you can very much just go and look and buy exactly how many med kits you need at the end of every day. Food is always pretty nice to keep maxed out just in case. But once again, like you won't generally see me having issues with the base management stuff. Because it's generally not an issue. But since we upgraded the base, we also got 2 new upgrades, which is the wider cone on the scanner, which is nice. And then the clear view, which allows the scanner to see through blood and mud. Both of those upgrades I would recommend getting. The wider view is just because, well, you'll see when we get it that...
See this? It's usually used to test reflexes. The infected
it's just
have slow
so
reactions.
fucking pathetic.
You'll notice the difference right away.
Yeah, you
No
will.
need to reinvent the wheel or hammer on this one. Personally, I'd like to see a bat wrapped in barbed wire. Whatever. Just be careful. Don't go cracking any skulls.
Alright, so slow and dulled reflexes are a new symptom of the virus. Use the reflex hammer Only use this on the arms or legs. Hitting the survivor on the hand or torso will hurt them. A slack jaw may indicate a potential issue with muscular reflexes. So yeah, that's another one of those things like sneezing and coughing where it's like, oh, if they do this, then there's a decent chance that they have a symptom from this category.
No incidents
so like if we go into here now, it's kind of weird that that's like the next one they give you, like obviously appearance, and then they give you the thermometer thing, but then they go through two different things to get to the hammer, which is weird. Anyway, what did you have, ma'am? Yellow eyes and an elevated pulse. Well, you still got the yellow eyes. But your pulse has lowered, so. Oops. You are free and clear to go in.
Forget this kindness.
Now, you were the one who was like super fucking worried. Like, no, if you see something, just lie.
Have to believe me.
Okay, so what did you have? Yellow eyes and skin. Your skin cuts were on your leg, right? And you do still have them, and you're now hiccuping. Wow, your pulse really just fucking jumped all the way up, didn't it? Oh, and actually, I guess I can... So if you hit them up here, right, they get like a little bit of reaction. But if you hit them on their arm, it makes it way easier. Like if you hit them on their wrist. It also does leave a little mark, so you do have to remember that, because sometimes like you'll hit them and then like you'll be looking, it's like, well, what's this mark? And it's like, oh, right, I did that.
Next.
Yeah, for some reason, it's a straight shot across here, right? Like, and yet, for some reason, both like people going and the guard fucking get caught on this table for no reason. Anyway, so that's a slack jaw. That indicates that they have a muscle symptom or a reflex hammer symptom. But I still like to check everything, so. Okay, pulse and that are good. They also have pale skin, I'm pretty sure, but... Ow, you bitch. I forgot about that. We don't have pale skin on here yet, no. Alright, so that one, hyper aggressive. Basically, you hit them, they hit you back.
Calm and wait for your turn. Remove your outer clothing.
I'm so sorry for the trouble. Please, just let me pass.
Prepare your belongings for inspection.
I honestly, the way that, like, the order that they give you this stuff in, I find kind of weird. Because, you would think, because, like, one of the upgrades we get lets us see through the clothes. And you would think that would be the next one they give you. Alright, you're good to go, ma'am. Stella King.
Sorry.
Move it.
I wasn't expecting this.
Alright, Camilla. Oh yeah, also for like pale skin and that, you're supposed to look at this picture to tell, but this picture, because you have pale skin, red skin, and what they call green skin, but it's yellow. The green skin is super obvious. You'll never have a problem figuring that out, but there's pale skin and red skin, and depending on what character model they put it on, it can be super fucking hard to determine whether that's just their skin tone, if it's like a trick of the light, or if they actually have the symptom. But I'm sure we'll come across more than one of those as we go. Okay, 160, that's not horrible. Yes, and unsurprisingly, if you step back, they won't actually hit you.
What else could go wrong?
See, look at Mr. fucking Shovey Pants there. The worst part about it, too, is that because for some reason they don't like to walk across and go, they get caught on this table. Like, when he takes somebody to quarantine, you'll, like, call the next person and, like, be standing here, and all of a sudden you'll just fucking go flying that way. Because it just shoves the crap out of you. It's so freaking annoying. And I know I could technically do the temperature as I'm doing this, but I don't want to be distracted. Okay, temp pulse fine. Reflex is fine. Freckles and yellow eyes, you're good. You're clear
Oh
to go,
God,
sir.
I made it.
Don't make me wait.
Give me a second.
Okay,
This is all too
so
much.
I'm gonna assume that you have bruising and not a goatee, ma'am. Miss Victoria Stewart. Friends and associates call her prickly. She somehow practiced medicine with only a bachelor's degree. Okay. I mean, New York must have been
You are in a quarantine
really hard
zone.
up for doctors.
Stay
Maybe
calm
they all
and wait
left.
for your turn. Remove your outer
The way
clothing,
the bruising on
hats,
her face, it really
glasses,
does make it
and
look
gloves.
like she has a fucking beard.
Prepare your belongings for inspection.
Okay, just some dirt. Nothing on her hands. The main things that you have to watch for, like the way that like you're gonna get caught, are like I said, on the palm of their hands and on the inside of their legs and arms will catch you sometimes as well. 38, 30, ooh, that's a shame. That's a damn shame. Oh. And put your arm back down. Okay, and that would be absent reflexes, which a lot of people apparently
Thanks for at least
have
letting
trouble
me
with. Like they'll have their arm go back just like the normal amount, like the
I'd
normal
give
reaction, and they'll
anything
mark
and
it as
everything to
absent.
wake up from this nightmare.
Okay, eyes are clear, infected eliminated. Okay, and okay. No visible symptoms. I think when this game was in alpha, they actually had the survivors come in like in their underwear, I think. But I don't know. So that obviously is cross reflexes. Apparently you can get hyper aggressive and crossed, so like you hit them in the right arm and then, or I guess their left arm, and then they'll hit you but with their right arm, so you can actually get both of these at once. I've never seen it. If I have seen it,
I'm so tired of this.
Move it.
I don't remember. And it's also very possible that like it happened and I just didn't notice. Also, if you don't, because you don't need the research points very much. Like you don't need a huge amount of research points for upgrades, and especially during the campaign. And like I said, none of the upgrades are strictly necessary. It's just, a lot of them are just nice to have. Red eyes and a bite mark. Kind of looks like there might be bruising under his shirt, but I'm going to assume that it isn't, because that looks like the majority of it would be under his shirt, and they don't do that until you actually get the thing that lets you see through clothes. So like when you get somebody who comes in and is very clearly infected, like immediately, you can just send them through. Because the thing is, right, is like when you're sending them to liquidation, that's it, that's the end of it. You don't have to worry about them. They're done. No worries whatsoever. Like, you don't need to worry about it. Like, sending them to quarantine is also like, alright, whatever, that's fine, because I'll deal with them tomorrow. You don't need to worry about them doing anything in there that affects anything. The only time that you really have to worry is if sending somebody to the survivor block. But like when you're sending them to quarantine, if you don't care about getting the research points for it, as soon as you see a symbol that's guaranteed infection, you can just send them there. And even then, you'll probably still, more often than not, get competent inspection, which is still 6 points. So, I mean, I also don't know how long any of these videos are going to be, because like my plan is just each video is going to be to an evacuation. So obviously, as we get more
evacuation
tools,
convoy arriving today.
the videos might get. Well, actually, I'll see how long this video is,
Stable. No incidents reported.
because I don't know.
What are you doing? Is this really necessary?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out now, won't we? Nope. Well, I mean, it is still necessary, I guess.
You're a hero. Thank you.
Okay, and
Hello?
what did you have? Skin cuts, elevated pulse, and hyper-aggressive. Okay, well, you've lost your hyper-aggressive, so. Also, you don't have to go in and mark it off.
Thanks
Or
for
take
letting
it
me
off.
live,
It,
at
like,
least.
as you saw there, I didn't check the other 2 symptoms that she had. It doesn't matter. Like, once you've sent them,
Don't make me wait.
like, after you do this initial inspection,
I
the
already
symptom
went through
chart
quarantine
doesn't
once.
really
I
matter.
passed.
Like, you don't get any more points or anything from it, so. Okay, your face looks fine. Okay. Checking the inside of the legs, inside of the arms, looks good. Okay, temperature and pulse is good. They also tend to send you like we have 12 people and only space for 12 people. But because today is the evacuation, we're going to be getting rid of most of those people anyway, so it doesn't matter that they
Are we done? Can I just go?
that we're technically overloading the survivor block. And I don't know if it's based on how many survivors you already have ready to go. But I feel like on evacuation days, they tend to send you a lot of uninfected people. 180, 38, 39. I mean, not that it matters. I mean, she had a bite mark already, but, you know. Whoops. Also, you can do their legs as well. But I prefer to do the arms because it's in, like, way more
Thanks for at least
obvious.
letting me live.
Yeah, not a problem. Oh yeah, this is another thing.
Hey, buddy. Don't worry, I'm not sick. I just look like this.
Yeah, so this is die dev die.
You are in a quarantine
And if you
zone.
check, you know, his
Stay
temperature
calm
and that
wait
is
for your
fine.
turn. Remove
But he has
your
cross
outer clothing,
reflexes.
hats,
And
glasses,
once again,
and
he's
gloves.
one of those people. It's one of
Prepare
I
your
don't know.
belongings
I used
for
to shovel snow
inspection.
in minus 50-degree weather while working in the Canadian oil sands. I think this is a
Come on,
streamer
buddy.
or something.
I'm not sick. Don't send me to liquidation.
It's
Please.
yeah, he actually comments
Thought
on
we were
liquidation.
friends.
This is just a bad
But
sign.
yeah, he once again, once you learn some of these characters that show up, like the streamers or the characters from other games, if once again, if you don't care about the research points, you could very easily just have them show up and just immediately assign them because you know where they go. Okay, he's got a little bit of bruising and yellow eyes, but that's fine. Legs look fine. Arms look fine. Hands are fine. Temp fine. And reflex is fine. Alright, sir, you're good to go. We'll get you out of here right away.
Come on.
Right?
They
Right?
can, but you know, it's not easy for them.
This is just a bad dream.
Okay, eyes are fine. These people with the really pale skin, like I said, tend to, you know, it's like I don't know if these people actually have pale skin as like a symptom or it's just they have pale skin. Okay, temp's fine, but you're gonna have something wrong here.
This has to be a
Okay,
mistake.
Isla, you have to go to quarantine for today. It's gotta suck to be sent to quarantine on evacuation day, right? Okay, we got some bruising immediately. I feel like this guy also has pale skin. Okay, nothing on the palms, nothing on the sides. It looks like he does have a slack jaw though. And hyper aggressive.
I'll do anything. Just test me again.
Go in there and just punch each other over and over again.
I don't want to cause any trouble. Just let me through if I'm clear.
Freckles, eyes are clear. Yeah, I did say that, like, oh, we're gonna do like an evacuation video, but I just remembered how long it takes once I get the thing to check people's eyes properly, because that increases the amount of time it takes. Insane amount.
Stay calm and wait for your turn.
Yeah, this guy's clear.
Remove your outer clothing.
All right, Scott,
Hats, glasses,
you're free to go. We'll get you out of here in a little bit.
your belongings for inspection.
I think we only got one more spot in our quarantine
Please,
as well.
can we hurry? I think we were followed.
Okay, yellow eyes. You'll see me do that a lot, by the way, like switch tabs instead of symptoms. Don't know why. I've played this game enough that you would think that I wouldn't be doing that anymore, but no. Okay, that looks clear, but you are... Oh. Bite mark under the beard. That's a fucking tricky one. So, let's see. Get another symptom. It is nice when, like, you see that they have, like, a tricky one, like, oh, the bite marks under the beard, but then they have, like, a more obvious one, like the high temperature. Because it's like, oh, good, I would have, you know, caught them anyway.
Move it.
What's the
Alright, well,
point of
we
all
got...
this?
That
We're
is
all dead
skin
already.
cuts, right? Hey, lower your arm, man. Yeah, that's skin cuts. And conjunctivitis. And you're also sneezing, so you've got something else as well. Dirt. God, sometimes it feels like my flashlight turns off when, like, I get underneath this. Like, I kind of would, like... Right? Like, look at how bright it is there. And then, like, I go behind her. Yeah, I guess. When it... Yeah. Anyway. Let's see what the sneezing's about. Just 37. That's not bad. And your reflexes are fine. But you do have to sit in quarantine for the day, Eleanor.
Beds don't grow on trees here, soldier. We can't keep people in the survivor's block forever. Evacuation's part of your job, too. These folks need to be moved out of the city.
Alright, so yeah, every few days we get to do this. Everyone's role play. Survivors cannot stay at the checkpoint. Science and military division need all the help they can get. It doesn't specify what happens when you send them to the science division or the military division. Presumably, if you send them to the military division, they just end up becoming soldiers. But the science division is obviously a little more questionable as to, like, what they would be doing there. But if you send people to the military... Oh, yeah, and also that cage with $2,000, that's... We'll learn about that later. But yeah, they all line up here, and we can send them to one or the other. As you can see, they do have, like, bonuses. So if we send at least... So if we send one to the military, we get a little bit of money just for sending the survivor. But if we send 5, we get a bonus $1,000 on top of that. Whereas the science truck will send you... Or will give you research points. So what I like to do, just to make things simple for myself... If it's a dude, I send them to the military. If it's a woman, I send them to the science. And then I just take whatever upgrades. And then once I'm down to, like, the last few, I'll look and see which one I'm closer to. So, like, right here, right? Like, I got 5 to the military. I've sent 7 to the science. I've got 3 people left, so I'm just going to send the other 3 to science and get the bonus. And get the next bonus for that. Now, you may have noticed, although I kind of... but I kind of just ignored it there. For those last few, it's like, oh, these survivors just got here. Are you sure you want to send them? Because they might be infected. I ignore that because I don't let infected people into the base. So, I mean, yeah. Anyway. That's how I do the evacuations. Does it make sense to send all the men to the military and all the women to the science?
The report will come tomorrow morning. Get some rest.
The fact that it doesn't matter, it's a system that lets me be like, oh yeah, okay, I'll just do it like this and then figure it out after. Now, also, now that we have the hammer, I don't know if they're going to be around or not, though. Also, yeah, like, the evacuation people are actually here. Like, they actually show up. They don't show up until after you finish doing your checks at the checkpoint, obviously, but, like, if we came here before we did the checks, these trucks and people wouldn't be here. But now that we have the reflex, I don't know if the...
Attention. Evacuation convoy arriving today.
No, that looks like it'll be something that we have to... That'll show up later, it looks like. There's never any in quarantine. Oh, they are here. Cool. So once you get the reflex hammer, the rats will appear. The rats will only be in one area. Like, now that there's we see there's rats in the survivor block, they will never be in one, like, they won't be any in the other areas today. Like, they'll always only be in the one area. You get $25, which obviously isn't a lot, every time you kill them, or kill one, and as you can see, as long as you're crouched, they don't run away from you. You can do whatever you want. We will get a gun, but if you fire your gun, the rats will run away. They can run into locations you can't get them, but they do tend to keep moving. So you can spot them. So, like, that was, what, 3 rats? And I think I saw one more run some... Oh, right there. Yeah, as long as you're crouched, the rats don't register you, and they don't register any of the survivors or guards that are around either. Like, if we had survivors in here walking around, the rats wouldn't react to them. But yeah, there's generally, I want to say 3 to 6 rats. Basically, once you get the hammer, there's, like, going to be 3 to 6 rats every day in one of the zones. Very rarely I've had days with no rats, but I don't know if that's because there wasn't any rats or because I just didn't find them. Because, like, that's entirely possible. So, like, we killed 4 rats. That's, I'd say more often than not, there's only 4. Like I said, it tends to be 3 to 6, but I get 4 a lot.
Any attempts to leave the zone without
once we get the gun,
will result in immediate consequences.
What I like to do is, like, once I go in, I bash them as many as I can, and I just pull out the gun and fire it. And it'll make the rats run, and you can spot them. It's not a huge amount of money, but like I said, it's a little bit extra. And now that we're done for the day, we can resupply. I always like to resupply as quickly as possible, or as much as possible, just so that I don't have to worry about it. Because on days that I remember, it's good, and then if I max it out just on the off, like, because then if I don't remember one day, it's fine. Now I'm going to upgrade this because it makes those other things super easy. I also like this one, but I think I'll have to upgrade stuff in the base a little bit before I do the soldiers. Because once you get the ability accelerator, the drone defense sections become easy. And once you get the soldiers, they become pointless. Just because it's like, why even bother? I also like what they did here. So, like, they have the zombie cage for 40,000, and it might be possible if you get everything right, send the right survivors, send the right people to liquidation. Because I don't remember exactly when we get this. Kill the rats, send everybody to the military to get the bonuses for that. You might be able to save up the money to buy this, but if you do, I think they did fix it. But you get this for free in the campaign, which is why it's $40,000. It used to be that if you got it before they give it to you, it broke your game. Because I do believe it's cheaper in endless mode because you don't get it for free. Okay, so we have 4 days. We only need 9 survivors. We obviously bought stuff, maintenance. So yeah. And as you can see, we don't get any more government support. but that's fine. We will, well, you'll see. But yeah, we let in 5 people, killed 3 infected. We did an evacuation, and we got $1,000 for it because we only sent people, because like we only got the first bonus for the military. Maybe you don't get any money for the for just for evacuating people. But yeah, some people say to keep a few people back, so that you have enough. Like, don't like only send a little bit more than they ask for to make sure that you have enough for the next evacuation. I
Nice
don't
work,
worry
buddy.
about it.
Remember,
I just send
quotas are our main
everyone
mission.
because I'm
If we
gonna
fail them
have
a couple of times and
enough by the rest of
let's
it.
just say they won't be sending us to quarantine. Anyway, we've got lots of work ahead of us. Come see me.
All right, but that'll be it for this part. Like I said, that was like the full 5 days. I don't know how long it's been recording for. Let me check. Yeah, just over an hour. So we'll obviously this will be one part. There's no guarantee that the rest of the parts will all be for a full evacuation. I'll probably have to split them up and do like 2 or 3 days. Like our next evacuation is in 4 days, so we might get to it, but it depends on what tools they get me. Like we're about to get another tool that doesn't make it take longer, but anyway, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for more.